Hey guys, welcome to another Thank Truckers Friday. This week we're going to talk about MirrorShield, which I have right here. Okay, MirrorShield then. I'm sure many of you will have seen these on the road. I mean, you can't miss them, they're normally bright yellow. Firstly, MirrorShield is proudly made in the UK by ourselves, so all fully UK manufactured products, and that is something that we take a lot of pride in saying. You know, we believe in British manufacturing. We are a British manufacturer of a lot of our stuff, so that is a real key for this product. But why did we develop it? Let's start with the story of MirrorShield. So all of you will be aware, I'm sure, of mirror guards, stainless steel mirror guards. They've been available in the UK for many, many years. They do the job, nothing wrong with them at all. However, we were directed by a couple of larger fleets who were looking for something that was a little more ergonomically friendly, looked a bit more professional rather than just some steel on the back of a mirror, which is, again, absolutely fair. So we went away and we came up with MirrorShield, which are made from fiberglass. They have a Kevlar membrane to make them super tough, and by doing that and making it out of that kind of composite, we're able to get a finish and a look that the fleets were happy with. They wanted high vis, they wanted rounded edges, you know, for just ergonomics and vehicles coming towards pedestrians and all that kind of thing, and also to give them something that was just as tough as the steel. And that's what we achieved, basically. And that was quite a few years ago now, maybe 5-6 years ago. So we're very proud that we were the pioneers of this kind of guard, basically. So how does it work? Obviously, it's not overly technical. The guard itself has reinforced clamps. They clamp around the arms on the mirror, top and bottom, if you have a traditional truck mirror. Each guard is shaped to the exact mirror housing that it's intended to fit. So it's not a universal fitment. They are bespoke to each type of mirror arm. The reason we've done that is because that gives the maximum protection ability, basically. So with us molding it to the shape, we are sure then that everything is protected, rather than trying to come up with a one-size-fits-all solution, whether that be in the form of a guard or an additional strong mirror or whatever it might be. We've gone down the route and we've said, right, no, it's worth the effort. Let's make sure that every single vehicle that we do them for is bespoke. So that's what we do. And that's also why you get some quite cool shapes and they look like they're meant to be on the truck, especially when they're colour matched. Obviously yellow is the most popular colour, however we do them in all different colours as well for other customers who want them colour matched, just like painting the back of your mirrors, basically. So they clamp round with the strong clamps, and then what you have on the inside of the guard is you have an impact foam, basically, which just spaces it off the back of the guard. It helps with some of the impact absorption as well. And then we have what we call our impact protection zone, and that's made up of these aerodynamic flutes. And then also within the build-up of the guard, you have, so in these sections here, that's where the reinforcement with the Kevlar comes in. So basically where the most likely parts of the mirror are to be hit. That was my wedding ring on this, so there you go. Where it's most likely to be hit, that's where the guard is at its strongest. It has that absorption capability with the multi-layer of composite, absorbs the impact, and obviously saves the back of the mirror. Another benefit of MirrorShield is they're light. I mean, compared to a stainless guard, these are super light. They weigh about 1 kilo and a bit each, and that's this big one here. So what happens is, I'm sure some of you have hit mirrors before. Usually if you hit your mirror at any kind of pace, it folds into the vehicle. If you have something that's heavy, like let's say a metal guard on the back of a mirror, sometimes if you hit it and you're going quick enough, it swings in, it collides with the window of the vehicle, and then you have window damage as well. With MirrorShield, in fact, I don't think we've ever seen it, rarely see it. The weight is obviously down to the composite. The composite has the strength, so if the mirror does swing in, it's not colliding with the vehicle and causing additional body or window damage, basically. And that's why these are so popular with fleas, because not only do they do the job, they don't then cause extra damage. Now, obviously, you have a nice shiny surface on this. If you go and collide it into a tree or something like that, you might get a scratch on it. Of course, you can choose to paint it, you can choose not to, but at the end of the day, it's saving the mirror. And that's the whole point of the guard, to be perfectly honest. And the same with if you had the stainless guards, you'd have a similar situation where you see these dings and dents. You know, you don't go and change the guard every time, but at least you have the ability with this kind of guard, if you want to polish it back up again. On the truck and the van MirrorShield, because MirrorShield is available for pretty much most trucks, most vans, pretty much all of them to be fair. Has a built-in reflector. The reflector is type approved. That again is just useful again in the dark for oncoming traffic that's coming towards you. That reflector on the very outside of your vehicle just makes it super clear where your mirror is, basically. So it helps with the other road users. Or again, if you're in the town, it's just another indication that that mirror is, you know, coming down the road and that kind of thing. That's how it all works. That's the concept and the story. I've briefly touched on that they're available for trucks and vans, which they are. Now, as we know and we've all seen, a lot of the newer generation trucks now are being released with camera systems instead of mirrors, which is fantastic. It's a great step forward in technology. Mercedes being one of the first to come to the market with that technology, but now we have DAF, we have MAN, and I'm sure the others are getting very close on it. I've seen some stuff on a Scania before. So, you know, mirrors are here at the moment, but are they here to stay? Probably not. It's probably going to develop into a camera. Now, the cameras are fantastic. However, the cameras are also expensive. What we've now developed is our camera guard, so MirrorShield, but for cameras, which I have one here in front of me, but I also have one here. So this particular one is for the Mercedes MirrorCam. It's a two-part guard, so it splits and it sandwiches over the camera unit itself, and then obviously the camera will be on the inside. Now, again, you can see on the inside the composite layout, Kevlar, the impact protection zone, also in the inside of this one as well. We've kept all of the access for the drainage and the electronics to breathe and all that kind of stuff. The camera can move forward and back. And yeah, that's for the Mercedes MirrorCam. We're looking and we are developing for the new DAF, and we will develop for the other trucks as we go. It's an asset that needs protecting. You know, these, like I said, just touched on, the cameras are expensive pieces of kit. So more expensive so than a mirror. At the moment, because they're so new to the market, there's not so much of a risk. Obviously the hedges and stuff are always going to be there, but as far as vehicle to vehicle collisions, there's mirrors everywhere and they're all at the same height. Most of these cameras are above where the mirrors are, which is fantastic because they miss each other. However, eventually when you have more and more of these trucks on the road, you're probably going to start seeing camera to camera collisions, which could end up being expensive for both operators. So that's again important and a reason why we've gone down the route of developing these camera guards. And you know, and as things develop and potentially the vans, you know, and smaller trucks come out with them, we will go down that route and develop those as well. So, you know, MirrorShield it's a product and a brand that's here to stay. You know, we see the longevity in it, and yeah, again, just going back to the start of the video, made in the UK, we're very proud of that. So yeah, we can do custom colors, we can mold vehicles that we haven't got guards for. We are the manufacturer, so if you do have any questions, you can drop them in the comments, or you can reach out to us as you always do. Perhaps you're a fleet with vehicles that, you know, you haven't seen this before, or you've got some vehicles that we don't offer on our website. Please just reach out to us because we're very flexible. We can do that development quite quickly. And yeah, that's MirrorShield, guys. I will say in a nutshell, but a bit more of a nutshell. I've been rambling for a bit. So yeah, thanks very much for watching. Please like this video. Please subscribe to our channel. Turn on the bell notification icon because that really helps us, and it also helps you because you get notified when we release a new video. And yeah, keep watching because there's loads of new great stuff coming from Millie and Ruby. And that's it. I'll see you again soon.